Well, hello there, chums. This is I, Captain Steven EXO, and today, chums, I've got a little bit of news for you, hence why I'm at my news desk. Yep, the patch 2.24 has been released on all iterations, and hopefully it's going to bring a couple of fixes. I mean, the patch notes don't indicate that it is going to fix a lot of the issues that I currently have with the actual iteration. One of those problems I can show you, because it's just in my neighbouring area of my freighter. So just over here, chums, as you can see, these have no power. Well, they're not supposed to have power, but plants tend to grow in them. Well, it does in that one, but these two, as you can see, have not grown. I haven't picked these. Yeah, so sometimes they grow, sometimes they don't, and it's a bit hit and miss. But that only happens in the back area of the freighter. Towards the front area of the freighter, chums, all the actual planters over here show fine. So, yeah. It seems the further back you go on your freighter, the worse the power gets. However, saying that, the vertical planters, doesn't matter where you put those, they're always going to show as no power when they're on a freighter. And yet you can't do anything about it. It's just a cosmetic issue, really, but sometimes it just does have a functional error, like those two Gravitino balls that hadn't grown. Now, a few of the other bugs that I've encountered, chums, I'm just going to put them on this little screen here. So here we go. EXO, if you wouldn't mind, my friend, if you could please execute the footage that I've managed to populate and put together. So here we go, execute Mondo, go for it. So at the moment there still seems to be landing issues. Now I was trying to land for a little bit before I actually clipped this video, but yeah, I can be circling for a good 40 seconds or so before I can land the ship, and I think it's got something to do with the actual foliage and things like that rendering in, but landing still seems to be an issue. Even if you've got landing pads at a base, it doesn't always land. Symmetry, and I am finding when I go to bases, sometimes even though people may have used the terrain manipulator to get rid of all terrain, I'm getting stuff like this happen, and I can't actually traverse the base, even though that in the patch notes I'm sure that was said to have been fixed. And also base markers are not showing up on planets. So this one actually has Nawana's base on there, and it wasn't until Nawana actually joined the iteration that I could see her base. Here's a segment from her base tour. I do have a message though for anybody else wishing to come and build in the NMSA hub. At the moment, as you can see, I can only see Nawana's base, and that's because Nawana's actually online. So I can't see any of the other bases. So if you want me to feature your base, you're going to have to send me a game invite. I'm going to have to join your game to see it. There's too many bases now, I think, in the NMSA hub for them to render. So if you are coming here, please jump to a neighbouring system and put down a base marker, because I can still see, I think it limits me to something like 12 bases. As soon as it hits 12 bases, all I can see is my own bases at that stage. But yeah, okay, so there we go, chums. So there are a few sort of bugs that are sort of plaguing me at the moment. One is my joypad. It's making me walk all over the place. That's not me making myself move all the time. That's my joypad. It's gone a bit screwy. I'm going to have to get another one. But anyway, chums, so that's that. But I also have some speculation for you guys. So yeah, speculation. So speculation based around some of Sean Murray's tweets. I'll tell you what, execute a Mondo. Put something else up on the screen, Mr. EXO. There we go. Go! So yeah, the cryptic tweet from Sean this time is about cooking, or why has somebody got 3 hands, and then a cooking video. So I'm wondering whether they're going to improve the hand-in rate that old Kronos has. I'm wondering whether they're going to let you bulk hand stuff in, or even add a neutron processor next to Kronos. I'm hoping that's what that cryptic means. It might not at all, but we can only but wait and see. And I am hoping that after we clear this tier, we will get the exosuit backpack, the retro-looking one, that or the story egg. God knows what happened to that. I don't know whether that was the whole void egg thing that we got. Who knows? But I'm hoping that we get some sort of quality of life improvements and cooking update as we get the backpack, which should be next tier. Okay, so what did the patch fix? Here is a list of all the things that the patch did fix. As you can see here, there's far more for the PC than there is for any of the other iterations, but there we go. So that's what the patch fix is fixed, but none of those are those that I've covered already, and I have messaged these to the Zendesk some time ago, and they still haven't appeared. So I don't know, just feeling a bit deflated slightly, because these really do need fixing. Even though they're cosmetic or little niggles, they're annoying the heck out of me, chums. So there we go, that's the recent patch list. Enjoy! Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some sort of new update roughly around the time that the new backpack drops. You know, the retro backpack. I'm hoping that once that drops, maybe we might get a few more quality and life improvements. Hence why I've put together this little video of some of the bugs that are annoying me the most at the moment in the iteration, in a hopes that Hello Games might patch those as well as quality lifey type things. So that's that, chums. Anyway, until next time. You guys have been fantastic, and I've been walking around randomly because my freaking... Look at me, I'm moonwalking. I'm not doing that. I'm not even touching my pad. Anyway, goodbye all. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And if you want to support the channel, there's multiple ways to do so. One of those ways is Patreon. There's a tier there for pretty much everyone, and these lucky chappies are all getting ship models. Thanking you, lucky chappies, and here are all my other supporters on Patreon. Thanking you, chums! Thanking you. And I have YouTube membership, and you can get sweet emojis to use in my live chats or a Christmas box, and there's other people getting a Christmas box. Hop on over and take a look at those tiers. And I also have merch. Go grab yourself a fine and dandy mug or a t-shirt or a pair of socks. Hit a like, a subscribe, or clicking one of these links on this would also help my channel, or just don't skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Thank you for watching.